Greetings, y'all. It is Matt from the Green Arcade. We're back. Playing some more Farming Simulator at 25. Good morning. Hello. It's me. Alright. Let's fold this thing up. Just planted some corn in this field. And I think I'm gonna go take this back to the new yard. So if you didn't see the YouTube video from yesterday, you haven't seen the new yard as of yet. I have a new yard. It's very spacious and luxurious. It's April now. The prefab wall prices, it's not November. I don't know when it is. It's basically whenever the price is over 9,200 is when we will sell. And that can be any time of the year. Any time of the year. For me, it happened in March. My thing said that it was going to happen in November, then it said April, and I just kept an eye on it, and it happened in March. So I went ahead and sold all of the prefab walls. We paid off our loan well before that. Sold the cotton bales. Sold the prefab walls. And this is the new yard. Got a new shed here. We got rid of our old bale shed. Got the new shed there. Got the new big shed over here. Probably gonna build another shed, different design. Maybe right over in here. And then I think we'll build one of those farmhouses over here, maybe somewhere. All in good time. Old man is going to be late. He told me he was going to be late, so he's not here quite yet. I left something running. Left this one running. So yep, got rid of the old bale shed here. We will move all of these bales at some point. Gonna take the grass bales, I think, down south, because that's probably where we're still gonna do the goats and stuff. Speaking of bales, I've got to do some baling here. Whoop. Gotta turn on my GPS first. 5 meters, yep, 2 in rows, yep. Looks good, okay, let's do it. Refilled it with silage additive. We've got plenty of twine. We should be good to go. I don't know if you guys have saw the news or not. They had another plane crash. This one happened in Philadelphia. Crazy. I mean, we had 2 plane crashes within the same week. Just within days of each other. Really sad, this one. This one was a air ambulance. Like one of the Learjets. And it was transporting a little girl. Little pediatric patient. That had just had a life-saving procedure done, they say, and her mom was with her, and there was a medical crew on board with them, plus the two pilots. But I mean, there's several videos of it crashing, and it just, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they had an instrumentation problem or had a trim problem. It's just really bizarre, you know. You don't have, you know, a ton of plane crashes, and then within just literally, gosh, what, a few days of each other, then you have a bunch. So tomorrow, January is over. We're already done with the first month of 2025. January is done. It's in the history books. And it's now February, so tomorrow is Groundhog's Day. I think I'm gonna watch the movie Groundhog's Day and just watch it over and over and over and over again. If you guys understand that, you'll know. If you've seen the movie, you'll know. Just watch Groundhog's Day again and again and again. Go ahead and eject those now, just so I don't have them in the way. I'm going to be running east to west on this field. So did you guys see the announcement from Giants about the Farming Simulator VR? What do you guys think about that? That's I don't know. That's kind of it's kind of weird. I've always said that virtual reality Farming Simulator would be a cool thing, but I think I kind of meant like on the PC. This is not. This is done through Meta. It's done through the Facebook company, and it's like literally like set up as a VR game. I just want to hook up my VR headset and play the PC version of Farming Simulator, like this version, with the virtual reality headset. Yeah, to me it looks like a mobile version. That's actually what I thought at first. I thought, hey, that's a mobile version of the game. It really does look like it. I mean, it's kind of scaled back from the PC version. Even scaled back even from like the console versions. You know, the Xbox or the PlayStation. Yep, I was happy to see that. I have not used it yet. I've got it activated here. I kind of want to see. I'm a little concerned about it, I'll be honest. I'm worried that it might not work like I hope it will. Because, you know, we have that water tower down there that we want to get rid of, right? The problem is like that mod hides solid objects, like collidable objects. It's got the water trigger down there. So if we get rid of the water tower, will it get rid of the water trigger too? I don't know. I need to go in and load up my test map. Try it out, I guess. But you know what? I'm in single player now. I need to load this up multiplayer anyway because old man is coming. He's going to be a little late. So I'll tell you what. I'll save the game now. We'll come back to where we were there. I'll go to my test map and we'll try that out. I think I've got test map loaded in here. Or I did. Tell you what, we'll do it on that. We'll do new farmer. We'll start out with some money. Don't need the guided tour. Don't really need a starting loan. When are you planning to install another windmill, and where are you going to put it? I've got a location already picked out for it. So let's load this up. Tell you what, let's just deselect all and we'll just turn on just that one. Where's it at? I got a ton of them. There it is. We'll load this up. We'll buy that field and then we'll see if we can get rid of that water tower. It's always a good idea just to do it on a test map first. That way you don't mess up your main save. Gotta wait for it to load up. Takes a minute. I'll tell you what. While we're waiting for this to load up, today's stream is brought to you by Dr. Pepper Zero. And it's time. Good stuff. Oh no, not this again. We'll just do that. There we go. It's weird. Nothing is where it was. And it's weird. Yeah, it's gonna be laggy too. Let's see. Twitchy wants to know where I'm gonna put the windmill at. So I'm probably gonna end up, when we have the funds to build the thing, probably gonna put it right here. Right where this barn is up here. I'm probably going to build it right there. It's right up on the kind of top of that hill. This is right behind the farmer's market. And we put our sawmill right here. We built it there. So it'll be just up the hill from the sawmill. The northeast sawmill. Alright, so we want to do this field down here. So let's buy that field, and then we'll go down there to it. Actually, let's go down there to it, and then we'll buy it. Need to own the land. Right. Run over here. Go ahead and buy it. Okay. All right. So, this water tower here you can sell. See how it lights up blue? So you can sell that one. You click on it and then you just, sell it. Boom, it's gone. So it's this one that you can't. This one does not light up blue at all. And when you try to click on it, you're going to get your shed in there and you don't want to place a shed. So let's see. The thing is like you can probably hide this part, but it's the trigger. I just don't know if you get rid of this, if it will get rid of the trigger. I don't think it will. I think the trigger will still be there. So let's see. Like H, isn't it? There we go. Yes. No, it does not get rid of the trigger. I wonder if you can you click on the trigger? I think it has to be a collidable object. Yeah, I'm not having any success there. So you can get rid of the water tower with the hide objects mod. But you still can't get rid of the water trigger. How do you get rid of the water trigger? You would think there would be a way. Nope, don't want to place a shed. Now that the water tower is like officially gone. Going good. Going good. I wonder if you load in, I don't think it would work, but there is another mod where you can place these triggers down. Wonder if it has an option to remove the triggers. You can't get rid of that. Suppose you could landscape up over it if you wanted to, but that would be costly. See what, let me save this. We'll go back and activate that mod. I don't think it'll work. So it's this mod right here. It's addable triggers. I don't think it'll work. We'll try it out and see. I think it's probably like the in-game triggers are there. Unless it's something that, allows you to click on the triggers like that. So we got rid of the water tower. That was kind of the big goal. So we could plow this up and then just have a water trigger down here out in the middle of the field. Is it still there? Yep, it's still there. I don't know. Let me back up. I wonder if you can. click on it. It doesn't give me the option to like select it or anything. I don't think I can click on it. Where? Pretty sure it's only for the things that you put down. Where would those be at? Decoration, maybe? No, not under decoration. Not under lights. Don't think it would be under fences. Nope. Would it be under one of these things? Nope. Not under generators. Not under greenhouses. Selling points? Nope. Where would that be at? Under this, maybe? Plants. I would think it would be under placeables. It's under tools? Nope. Not there. Not under containers. Where would those be at? Pretty sure it's not under sheds. Nope. Huh. I don't know. Anybody used this mod before where you place the triggers? Pretty sure it's not going to get rid of this one though. I'm trying to select it and it's just not. I don't think you can get rid of it. I think I can click on it like this way. Yeah, there's old man. Alright, let me just go ahead and load the other map back up. So you can get rid of the water tower, but you can't get rid of the water trigger. Guess we could just have a water trigger out in the middle of our field. Alright, let's go give him some talk power here. Alright. Let me find the button. Good morning, old man.
Good morning.
So, I was on the test map trying out the hide objects mod.
Okay.
You can get rid of the tower, but you can't.
Wait a minute. The tower. What tower?
The water tower. You know, the big water tower down in that southern field down there?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You can get rid of the tower, but you can't get rid of the water trigger. Wonder, can you turn off those icons?
I don't know. I've never tried.
I think you can. I don't know if it's in the menu settings or if it's in the in-game settings. Let me take a look around here and see. Oh, I gotta click back over here. There we go. So let's go into settings. Game settings or general settings?
And good morning, Fuzzy. And he said you can turn it off. The icons.
But it turns them all off. I don't mind if it turns them all off. We can turn them on and off. Gotta find out where it's at. Must be up here in general settings, maybe. Is it one of these things? Is it the interactive zone marker?
I don't know, but we can turn it off and try it.
He says info triggers. Is it the info trigger? Let's try that. No, that didn't do it. Wonder if it's the zone markers. That's it. It's the zone markers. So if you go into settings, go under general settings, and turn off interactive zone markers, it gets rid of those things. So now we should be able to get rid of this water tower. And there you go. I can live with that. I'm fine with that. May have to turn them back on sometimes until we get used to where stuff is, but hey, if we can expand this field and make it bigger, I'm all for it. Alright, so paid our loan back. We are no longer in debt. Sold a lot of stuff to do that though. Sold eggs, sold all of our cotton bales, which for every 4 cotton bales is like 100 grand. Sold a lot of prefab walls. And the thing about the prefab walls is we were kind of looking at like, okay, it looked like on the pricing thing for prefab walls that it was November. But then it was also like, okay, no, wait, it's April. But then, no, wait, it's like March. Okay, it was like, in March, I was like, okay, wait a minute. This is not right. You got to look at the price. As long as it's over 9,200, which is the peak price is just over 9,200, that's when we'll sell the prefab walls. See, now this says July, and it was saying April. So, just got to watch the pricing up there in the list. And you can't sell, of course, don't sell at the museum because they don't give you any money. But as long as it's a sale price, whether it's at the warehouse or farmer's market, if it's over 9,200, then we can sell them. That seems to be the best price.
Okay.
For the prefab walls. All right, I'm gonna go sleep. Did you see our new farm? You're not in here yet, are you?
No, I'm trying to make it in.
Okay. What you eating?
Chips.
Chips. Hmm.
Sorry.
Alright, I guess I'll finish
Little
baling here
snacks.
first. Do what?
Snacks.
Snacks? Yep.
Gotta have snacks.
I got snacks. I had a blueberry muffin. Well, had a blueberry muffin. I don't anymore. And then I had a Rice Krispie treat. And then I've got some zero sugar, like little Hershey's and stuff down here. So, oops. Oh, I got it.
So, have you ever gone to a store and you see something new and you just have to get it to try it?
Mm-hmm.
So, I was in the store the other day. Kit Kat has a chocolate frosted donut.
Ooh,
Yeah. Oh, so good.
chocolate frosted donut.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
They're like regular Kit Kats, but they taste like a frosted donut.
Yep. Sounds good to me. I have decided that tomorrow I'm just gonna put Groundhog's Day, the movie, on repeat.
Oh God.
Since tomorrow's a Groundhog's Day, and it's like he's living. You know, if you just haven't seen Groundhog's Day, I mean, you gotta come on. It's like a 30-year-old movie now. Um, Basically, he relives Groundhog's Day over and over and over again, right? So that's kind of the plot of the movie, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play it over and over and over again. And then later on, I'll probably put on like some Valentine's movie, you know, like Terminator or, you know, something like that.
How's Terminator a Valentine's movie?
There was a love story in it. You know, you got Kyle Reese. He fell in love with Sarah Connor.
Okay.
Yeah. To me, that technically that's a Valentine's movie. Really, if you think about it, a lot of movies that you might not think, you know, traditionally would be a Valentine's movie, would be a Valentine's movie. But that same thinking, you got to be careful there because things you think might be a Halloween movie are definitely not a Halloween movie. I watched Twilight. That's not a Halloween movie. That's some different,
Oh, come
sparkly
on. Say it. It's a chick flick.
something. Yeah, it's not a Halloween movie. You would think with vampires and werewolves and, you know, stuff like that, it would be a Halloween movie. That is totally not a Halloween movie at all. Hi, how good are you? I think I'm pretty good. I think I'm. How good are you? I'm pretty good at the farming simulator. Yeah, Terminator. let's see, which one was it? Was it Lethal Weapon 3? Could technically be a Valentine's Day movie. Ghostbusters could be.
I always thought of Lethal Weapon as a Christmas movie.
Well, that's the first one.
That's the first one.
That's the first one. That's why I said Lethal Weapon 3, because I think it's, if I'm remembering right, I think it's Lethal Weapon 3 where he meets the lady officer, right? Or was it the second one? No, I think it was the third one. Scream? No. Scream is no. Scream is not a Valentine's movie. No. There has to be a love scenario within the movie. So it's like Kyle Reese and Sarah Connor, you know, they loved each other. They got together and made John Connor, you know. Riggs and whatever her name is in Lethal Weapon, you know, they fell in love and got together. Scream, that wasn't love. That was psychotic killer. Crazy killer. Yeah, no, that's not, no, that doesn't apply. Now, Ghostbusters, you know, Peter Venkman, Dana Barrett. There you go. Back to the Future, Marty McFly, Jennifer. There you go. Yeah, Twilight's totally a chick flick. Now you could go with traditional movies like The Parent Trap, or you know, the 90s Romeo and Juliet with what's his face, DiCaprio and Claire Danes. Technically, you know, Groundhog's Day is kind of a Valentine's movie because, you know, he's into the Andy McDowell, I think was who was in that one. Bill Murray. Kind of funny because the Groundhog's Day, the doctor in Groundhog's Day. So you have Bill Murray, right? He was Peter Venkman on Ghostbusters. In Groundhog's Day, the doctor is Harold Ramis, who's also the director. He was Egon from Ghostbusters. The psychiatrist in Groundhog's Day is, I think that's Ivan Reitman, which he was the director of Ghostbusters. The only one's missing from Groundhog's Day is Winston and Ray. You know, Dan Aykroyd and Ernie Hudson. But they kind of snuck those guys in there. I hope he does not see his shadow. I don't want 6 more weeks of winter. I'm ready for spring.
He's always going to see his shadow.
Huh?
He's always going to see his shadow. With all those lights flashing on him.
Oh, yeah. There has been some years where you didn't. There's been some years where you didn't see a shadow. We didn't have 6 more weeks of winter. They're talking about getting rid of him. What did they plan on? They said they were talking about what they planned on replacing him with, and I can't remember. It wasn't an animal. But they're saying that, this whole snowflake group of people or something, they're like, and that's like animal cruelty or something like that. I'm like, how? How's that animal cruelty to take a groundhog out of his little, what do you call it? Stump or whatever, and let him see a shadow or not?
You should see the town.
See what?
The town, you should see it. It's got like groundhog statues everywhere.
Oh, the actual Punxsutawney?
Yeah, I don't live far from it. I live maybe an hour and a half away from it, maybe a little bit longer. And it's got statues of groundhogs everywhere for the bank, for the grocery store, for
Huh.
the pharmacy, everything.
Well, that's probably, what puts Punxsutawney on the map is Phil. And not our Phil, the groundhog. Phil's on a cruise. Huh? He's not going to be here.
He's on a cruise?
Yeah, he went on a cruise. He does that every once in a while in the winter. He'll go on a cruise. And he actually did go on a cruise. He's gone for the next couple of weeks.
Where'd he go?
I'm gonna say somewhere tropical. I don't know where, but I'm pretty sure it's probably a tropical cruise, like down, somewhere south of Florida, somewhere down in there, I would assume. A lot of the cruises go like, the Caymans and Bahamas and, Bermuda, stuff like that.
Yeah, me and the wife wanted to do an Alaska cruise, but man, it's so much money.
I don't know if I would want to do an Alaskan cruise. Those just look cold to me. Groundhog lives like a king. Yeah, probably.
So, did you hear about the plane crash in Philly?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw video of it last night. I didn't see anything else. I don't know what happened, but
Apparently, it was an air ambulance, like a Learjet, and it had a pediatric patient on it. It had a little girl on it that had just had a life-saving procedure done at Shriners, and they don't know what happened. You can only assume, but I'm thinking they either had an instrumentation problem or a trim problem, because it happened right after takeoff, and they came down like at a 45-degree angle, and it hit with such an impact that the oxygen tanks from inside the plane, like the ones they use in the hospital, it threw those like way away from where the plane actually crashed at. So they found oxygen tanks laying on the ground. They weren't like burned up or anything, so that tells me that the plane was not like, you know, on fire or anything, and it wasn't high enough in altitude to be pressurized. So that tells me that it really wasn't a pressurization issue. Where you going, bro? Where you going, bro? Nope, nope. I heard you over here. Come here. Got the headlands turned off. I've got that turned off. What are you doing? Why do you want to start right there when I started? I still don't understand this hired worker thing anymore. He's failed. Here, it's not. Yeah, they're phase throughable bales. Where else did she play? Andy McDowell. Well, they did kind of elevate that a little bit, didn't it? Did the same thing when I built the greenhouse up north. It kind of put a little divot in the ground there. Only up here in the front. Huh. I'll run the smoother over it at some point. Hey, Grandpa. Anything on sale? No, not really. I'm gonna sleep. Go to the next day. How can they have two of the same thing on sale? And that's not the right Volvo wheel loader I've been watching for. That's the smaller one. I think it's the 180 that I'm waiting for. Yeah. This one. So, the plans for today. I want to get into a production. And I say we're chickens again. I wish they would fix this. It keeps changing our farm mascot icon. I don't know why. It does though. It never saves that in there. It used to save it in 22. It would save our icon, whatever that is. I don't know. It's weird. But it doesn't save it anymore. So what I want to do is buy the grain mill. I think the grain mill is kind of like the place to start as far as like those types of productions go. We can get the grain mill and start making rice flour. We can make wheat flour, barley flour, sorghum flour, oat flour, all that stuff. And then we can take flour to the canning factory. And if we get that production, I got to see how much these are. But if we get that production as well, let's see, buy building grain mill for how much? Is that 290,000 for the grain mill?
288,000.
Well, it didn't used to be that much. They went up on their prices in 25. Well, and two, we're not on new farmer. We're on farm manager. So maybe that's why it's higher. But we get the grain mill and then we can get it started. We don't have to get it right now though. We can wait because we've got all the soybeans to sell. We'll make some money there. And then we can probably sell the walls at some point. Pretty close on the walls. It's not too far off, but see, now that says April and it was saying July. So we'll just watch the price. It's got to be over 9,200 somewhere that we can sell. So well, it's got to be over 9,200 at the farmer's market or the warehouse because number one, I'm not loading those things individually on the train, and number two, the museum they can just go eat an egg. So not gonna ever take the stuff down there that's not for that production, for that project or whatever, because you will not see your money again from it. It's a good thing we're insured. Alright, so let's see. What is the first crop that is going to be harvested? It's going to be the barley. Barley and then oats and the wheat. Barley in June, oats and wheat in July. So June, we got to look for what all barley fields are out there? Let's see. There's a little one right here. That one's only 42 grand. I think that one's a given. We can just go ahead and get that, and then we can merge those together. Let's see, is it ready to go? Fully fertilized. I've already sprayed it. It does need lime, but that's not a big deal. Okay. So we got that one for 42. There's another one over here. It's a much bigger one. That one's 284. But it's a decent sized field. Pretty big field. I just wonder if you can get rid of the fence around it. If there was a small, like, building you could sell. I don't think this stuff is connected to it. Yeah, that's not, this is part of this plot down here, this wheat field. So I don't know if there's a way to get rid of that fence or not. It goes all the way around the field, so it might be connected to this property over here. So if you get rid of maybe like the greenhouses or this building over here or something, it might go away. So let's see that field looks like there's another one up here. Fully fertilized, no weeds. Doesn't need lime. How much is this one? This one is 40,000. So that ain't bad on these two fields. This one and then this one over here. They're only 40,000. That's 80,000 for both of those fields. So let's get that one. And the small one. And where do we sit now with 307? I said normally, you know, I watch for fields that are planted in soybeans, but all the fields that are here now, it's like we own almost all of them. We own quite a bit of land now. So the fields that are left, nobody planted soybeans in any of them. There's grass fields up here. Is that one an oat? No, that doesn't say oat. It says corn. Is that the color of corn? No, I'm in the wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, that's corn. Oh, maybe that one. It's not fertilized yet. But then there's this big barley field. I think we should get this big barley field. You get the barley field and you get the grass area kind of over here by the creek. So that's 284. Hang on, is this fertilized? Let's see. Is it ready to go? No weeds. It's fully fertilized. Doesn't need lime. Looks like it's ready to go. Alright, so we've got barley to harvest in June. I say we go on to June. Nothing on sale right now. Nothing really great. But you know what? Is it May yet? It's not May yet. We got to do some weeding in May before we go on to June. So let's go on to May. Get your thingy, old man.
Move up.
What? What?
Wasn't paying attention. Go ahead and hit it again.
Did I wake you up or something? Or did you choke on a chip?
No, you woke me up.
All I heard was,
Anyway. I was waiting for you to buy some land.
I did. Bought some land and let's see, nothing really great on sale. So let's go do some weeding. Get the hose. I got one hoe down here. I gotta find the other one. I don't know what to do with it. It may be still up north.
On the street.
Hmm?
On the street.
Maybe. That right there. I'll go get the one up north. I think it's up there. Let me fly. You know what? Let me fly up there and just double check before I make a trip. Yep, there it is.
Where's the other one at?
In the barn. Small door there right across from the cows. And the only fields I've got right now, I think what I'm going to do is plant the northern fields, do like a round of wheat up there, since we're going to buy the grain mill. I'm kind of holding off on planting those right now. So the only fields we really got to take the weeds out of are down south. Got some sunflower up here that I bought. I do have another oat field down there. We got 2 oat fields in town there that I planted, and then we've got one that I bought. A little small oat field, it's not really big. Harvest those in July. Barley will be ready in June. I do a round of wheat up here. Maybe split it up here. Do some wheat and probably need to do some sorghum. When does sorghum need to be planted? We probably already missed that, didn't we? Sorghum. Now we can plant it in May. We can do a late round of sorghum in May. I guess we need to plant some sorghum. Get this hot guy hired out. Do some small fields in sorghum. there's 5 types of crop that go into the grain mill. That's the long grain rice that we do here, and then the wheat, barley, sorghum, and oat. And they all make I think they all make the same kind of flour, maybe except for the rice. So it really doesn't matter what you put in there. But if you have all the crops running at the same time, it will stay like running longer. Kind of like a cash register. You know, if you have 1s and 5s and 10s and 20s in it, but you start handing out a lot of change, and you hand out like you give away all your 5s, then you're gonna start eating into, you know, or you give away all your 20s, then you're gonna start eating into your 10s and your 5s, and then you'll start eating into your 1s, and your cash register dwindles down faster. We don't want the grain mill to really dwindle down faster. We want it to stay processing, to stay running. Kind of like the sawmills. You want to keep wood in there. They're a lot simpler to operate because all you gotta do is put wood in there, right? That's it. On the grain mill, you gotta put the crop types in there. So, gotta keep it running. Greenhouses are simple. You just put water in them. Sawmills are simple. It gets a little more complex the more into it that you go. These are already weeded, I think. Can I weed these? I might have to spray some of them. Yeah, let me see if I can weed that one. Run the hoe through it. I don't think I can. I may have to spray it. Okay, we have a sprayer. Yeah, that's working. This would make a good rice field. Not a lot of fields around here that would make good rice fields because it has to be flat. We don't have too many flat fields. A lot of them are rolling fields. This one is flat. This would probably make a good rice field next year. So I talk a little bit. Not a whole lot. Kind of like you gotta enjoy the zen of the farming sounds. I kind of get in the zone. I get focused on what I'm doing. I guess I could commentate all of it. Hey look, I'm making a left turn. I'm lowering my hoe. Oop, I forgot to turn on my GPS. Alright, let's do that again. Turn on GPS. Lower hoe. Go forward. We're yanking them weeds now. Steady rolling. Straight line. Locked in. Really foggy. Alright, we'll lift up our hoe. Make a right turn. And then we'll relock our GPS. Lower the hoe. Rolling straight. Last pass. Bada bing, bada boom, we're done. Hold our hoe. Make sure we're done. Make sure I don't see any green little splotches there. I don't see any. Alright, where are we going? Where'd you start out? You started out down there, didn't you? I'm gonna go to the far east field.
No, I think there's 2 little fields, I think. Forget which ones they were close to the homestead.
Okay.
But they're already gone south. They came down south. Get these bigger ones done.
Yep, I'm headed down to the far east one. Singing would be interesting. No, anytime I sing, I have bad luck. My microphone quits working, knock on wood. You know, stuff happens when I sing. Yeah, but if cats could sing, they'd hate it too. So... Alright, I think that's all of them. Morning, Tomcat. How's it going? Morning, Big Al.
I was driving across the bridge.
Oh no.
I didn't want to sleep then.
You mean you never slept driving across the bridge before?
No.
Oh, you're not really living then.
I could see a whole bunch of problems being in that river.
Yeah. Oh.
Wait till I get across the bridge.
How many bridges are you going across?
I just started. All right, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Go ahead.
Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and probably end the first video for YouTube and take my first break here. So, YouTube, thank you guys for joining. We'll come back and do the rest of this in the next video. So, until the next time. Oh man, it's storming too, and it's raining. We're going to get through the rain. Alright, until the next time, remember you reap what you sow. Matt from the Great Arcade. We'll see you later, YouTube.